your Shankar. You are watching YoPsycho, Yoga Psychology, Thursday story series. Today I am here to tell you one of my favorite story. And it's not a story, it's a real incident happened in my uncle's life. So, one of my uncle who was traveling from Bangalore to Nagpur in a train from Yeshwanthpur railway station. He was on his way. He got into train. He couldn't get AC. He got into second class sleeper. He got upper berth. He went and slept. He's a mechanical engineer and he's a little stout. He's a fat guy. He was sleeping in the upper berth. Middle of the night, around 1 or 2 a.m., I guess, he got a nature call. So he thought of going to bathroom. He got down using the ladder, the 2-3 steps, and he went to bathroom. And when he was coming back, the whole train was silent. Everybody was sleeping and it is dark and 2-3 here and there lights were on, that indicator lights. See, whenever we are alone, our mind thinks weird. When we are in bathroom, we dance. Not when we are in front of people. When we are alone, we sing. Not when people ask us to sing. So when we are alone, we experiment on different things. So probably, I guess, that is one of the main reasons for my uncle to get such a thought. Midnight, 2 o'clock, when he is back to his berth, he thought, why should I climb and reach upper berth using a ladder? I am going to jump and climb. That was his thought. So what he thought was, I am a mechanical engineer. He's around 60 plus when this happened. But still, he felt he can do it. So what he thought was, he did some calculation. I will stand on the lower berth and I will hold the upper berth. And then I will jump the middle berth. And then I will, with the pressure, I will land in the upper berth. That was his calculation. So imagine lower, middle, upper. So in lower, he will put his feet and stand, hold the upper, lift the right leg, jump the middle, diagonally jump to the upper berth, which is his berth. So that was his plan. And probably, maybe his body was aching for physical activity since he was a busy guy. He was continuously traveling. Maybe that is the reason. I don't know. Or maybe Shani Dasha was happening. So he climbed and he was holding the upper berth and he was standing in the lower berth. People are all sleeping and he kept his foot safe and then he thought of jumping. So the entire train is silent, pin drop silence, only one sound is audible. Guess what? Exactly, tadak tadak, tadak tadak. The train sound was happening. And here is my uncle going to do an adventure. So he did all the calculation properly and he lifted the upper berth, lifted the right leg and stamped on the middle berth and landed on the upper berth. So everything went well, but something else also happened other than his planned program. Before he could land on the upper berth, somebody from the middle berth started shouting, "Abba!" So what happened was, in the hurry, he placed his foot on somebody's just in the middle berth who was sleeping in the midnight at 2 a.m. So suddenly, everybody woke up, somebody screaming. So all lights on and people started, running towards the sound because, chain snatch, heart attack, so many problems can be there, right? So people came to rescue, to know what happened, to help. So everybody came by and everybody asked this guy in the middle berth who was shouting, what happened? You will ask what my uncle was doing. My uncle is a genuine guy, he's a gentleman. My uncle also got up and asked, what happened? No, my uncle is a good guy, believe me. But the problem is, he's so afraid, suddenly seeing, 8-9 people in his berth at midnight. So you don't know what if he tells that, I am the one who jumped on his chest. Nobody won't even believe, right? It's not a worthy reason to give stamping on someone's chest at midnight when he is sleeping. So he was scared, so he don't know what to do, how to react. So he just asked like anybody else, what happened? And there was a poor lean dhoti-wala sleeping in the middle berth and he told, kuch nahi, so jao, chalo, kuch nahi. He told nothing, go, sleep, and get some water. They gave water, he drank water, and everybody went and he slept. My uncle slept within few minutes, and my uncle was telling, I'm 100% sure this guy cannot sleep at least for 1 or 2 hours because I'm more than 80 kg. 80 kg guy jumping on a poor lean guy's chest in the midnight when he's sleeping. It's unbelievable, right? Unbearable also. So next day morning, my uncle woke up. My uncle told all these stories, once he came back from his trip. So next day morning he woke up and the first thought came was, did I really do it? Is it a dream or is it real? Did I really stamp on someone? I don't do such thing. But I did. But I still don't know whether it is real or not. So my uncle peeped down and yes, it is true. How he could know? Because nobody was there in the bogie, the box. But only one lean guy was sitting in the corner near the window and he was doing something like this. 85 kg jumping on chest can't leave, a person healthy. So my uncle understood, yes, this is the guy, it's real, it's not a dream. So my uncle felt very bad. My uncle is a gentleman, as I told. He is. So he felt very bad and he wanted to apologize. He wanted to say sorry. Yesterday night he was not having the guts to do it. So today morning he thought of doing. He got down from his upper berth, sat in front of him, and he, pulled some courage and called him and told, sir, I am the one who jumped on your chest. A shocking thing, the other guy, the poor guy, replied, yeah, I know, Hanji, pata hai. My uncle was so shocked. What, you know that I am the one who jumped on your chest? Yeah, I know. You jumped on my chest, I opened my eyes, you landed in front of me. I literally saw you stamping and landing. My uncle felt even more bad. You are such a good guy. He would have told, right? He would have told and made a big fuss, but he is the real gentleman. So my uncle felt more painful by seeing this, good nature of this guy. So my uncle, from his heart, bottom of his heart this time, felt very painful and he started apologizing more and started telling, sir, it was a mistake, it's a stupid thought, I should have not done it, blah, blah, blah. But when my uncle started telling so many apology and so many sorry and so many words with so much of pain from his heart, something, unique happened. That guy, the old man with dhoti, from his heart started telling, sir, please don't ask sorry. This is not your mistake. Can there be a person knowingly jumping on someone's chest in the midnight when that person is sleeping and that to a stranger? Definitely no. I, from my heart, understand it is a mistake, it is an accident. And since it is an accident, it is not your mistake because you didn't do knowingly. So therefore it is not your mistake. So please don't ask sorry and please don't feel pain in your heart. When you feel pain for what you did to me, that is giving me more pain than what you did yesterday night. This is not normal words, my dear friends. This comes from a heart which has so much of love. As a father, I tell you, when my children jump on my shoulder, they crawl, they climb, they do so many circus on my body when I am sitting to eat. And 90% of the time I enjoy it, but unexpectedly sometimes they do something, I'll be eating and suddenly they'll jump from, cot and jump on me. And such a time when something unexpectedly happening in my body because of them, I get really pissed off and I shout at them. Sometimes I pinch them to, show them the pain. Is it paining now? Is it paining? The same way it will pain for me also, right? Will you do it again? Will you do it again? I'll ask. I really hurt my 3-year-old child. I'm very sorry. I do feel bad. But that moment, I don't feel bad because I don't think. Because of my pain, the reaction happens without any thought process and I give pain. I pinch them to make them realize that this is giving me pain, don't do it. Sometimes they pull my hair and, do so many stuff. And I really remembered the story then, and I felt even more bad. Because this guy, it's an old man, an 80 kg guy is jumping on his chest, and this guy is not even accepting apology and feeling bad by seeing that person who jumped on his chest feeling bad. By seeing his pain, he is feeling pain. Kya baat hai? What kind of a universal love, or what kind of an unconditional love this person is having? If a person can have this kind of intellectual clarity and love towards everybody and seeing everybody in their own shoe. If I would have seen my children playing, and if I would have been on their shoe and playing and jumping and being a child and pulling my dad's hair or jumping on him in a surprise attack, ambush, then this is a most lovable moment. But at the same time, if I carry on all my own problems and my own work, this, that, and suddenly when this happens, if I get pissed off, who is matured here then? Old man is matured. Not just matured, he's amazing. And this is not a normal thing, right? So here comes the most beautiful thing. If a person can try to love everybody as their own self, as Jesus said, right? Love your enemy thy yourself. If a person can do, Lokaha samastaha sukhino bhavantu, may every creature on this planet be happy, including the rat which is disturbing me in the kitchen, including the cockroach which is scaring me in the bathroom, including the mosquito which is biting me when I sleep. May all the living creatures in this planet be happy. It can't be, right, logically, but the thought of concern, the thought of caring towards every living creature, that very thought is so pure. You might ask, sir, if you can't practice, if you can't do it, and if everybody can't be happy, then what is the point of having such a thought? No, it is not about that. It is not about changing your life this moment. No. Yoga psychology is not about solving all your problems. Quick fix, one tablet, all problems solved. No, it can't be. Yoga psychology is about stages. First, understanding intellectually what exactly is universal love. If I at least understand that I am yet to reach that level, that itself solves so much of my problem, because I get clarity where the problem is in me, not in others. Now a question comes, if you really think about the story more, if the grandfather is not alone, and if the grandfather's granddaughter is also in the train, and if my uncle would have jumped on my, jumped on that grandfather's granddaughter's chest, will the grandfather give same kind of open compassion to my uncle? It's a very good story, but I really don't know. Please comment if grandfather is traveling with his granddaughter, and if such an accident happened to the grandfather's granddaughter, what will be or what could be the reaction of grandfather? Comment your opinion, and kindly share your thoughts in the comment section. Subscribe the channel, press the bell button, share to your friends if you like it, and we will meet with one more beautiful